What if I told you that one of history's greatest warriors never lost his temper in battle? Miyamoto Musashi, the legendary samurai who never lost a single duel in over 60 fights, discovered something that most people never learn. Anger is not strength, it's weakness. And today, I'm going to show you his ancient secrets for achieving unshakable inner calm. Miyamoto Musashi lived in 17th century Japan, and he wasn't just any samurai. He was the samurai. Undefeated in combat, master strategist, and philosopher who wrote the Book of Five Rings. But here's what's fascinating. In a world where rage and aggression were often seen as warrior virtues, Musashi taught the complete opposite. He discovered that true power comes from emotional mastery, not emotional chaos. Musashi called the ideal mental state the mirror mind. Just like a perfect mirror reflects everything without judgment or distortion, your mind should reflect reality without being disturbed by it. When someone insults you, your mind should register the information like a mirror reflecting an image, clearly, but without attachment. Think about it. When you look in a mirror, does the mirror get angry at an ugly face? Does it celebrate a beautiful one? Number. It simply reflects what's there and remains unchanged. This is the first key to never getting angry again. Musashi often wrote about being like water. Water doesn't fight the rock in its path, it flows around it. Water doesn't get angry at obstacles, it finds another way. When faced with aggression or provocation, instead of meeting force with force, be like water. Here's a practical example. Someone cuts you off in traffic. The angry response is to rage, honk, maybe even chase them down. The water response. You simply flow around the obstacle. You change lanes, you adjust your route, you arrive at your destination still calm and centered. Which driver has more power? The one consumed by rage, or the one who remains in control? In Musashi's philosophy, there's a concept called the void, a state of mental emptiness that's actually full of potential. When your mind is empty of anger, fear, and ego, it becomes capable of perfect response. Anger fills up your mental space with noise, leaving no room for wisdom or strategy. Picture your mind as a glass. When it's full of anger, there's no room for anything else, no space for solutions, creativity, or clear thinking. But when you empty the glass, suddenly there's room for everything you actually need. Musashi mastered physical distance in sword fighting, but he also understood psychological distance. When someone tries to provoke you, they're essentially trying to control your emotional state. By getting angry, you're giving them that control. Instead, create distance. Not physical distance, psychological distance. View their anger as their problem, not yours. You wouldn't get upset if someone had a broken leg, would you? Treat their emotional outbursts the same way. It's their injury, not yours to carry. Anger always lives in two places, the past and the future. You're either angry about something that already happened, or worried about what might happen. But Musashi taught that true power exists only in the present moment. When you feel anger rising, immediately anchor yourself in the now. Feel your feet on the ground. Notice your breathing. Observe your surroundings with fresh eyes. Anger cannot survive in the present moment because the present moment is always neutral. It just is. Here's what Musashi understood that most people don't. Controlling your anger isn't about suppression, it's about transformation. The energy that would become anger doesn't disappear. It gets channeled into clarity, focus, and purposeful action. An angry person is predictable. They react emotionally, make poor decisions, and can be easily manipulated. A person who has mastered their anger is unpredictable in the best way. They respond with wisdom, make strategic choices, and cannot be controlled by others' emotions. So how do you start applying this today? Begin with the 3-breath rule. When you feel anger rising, take 3 deep breaths and ask yourself, what would water do? Don't fight the emotion, don't feed it. Just observe it like a scientist studying an interesting phenomenon. Practice the mirror mind daily. When someone shares bad news, gossip, or tries to provoke you, simply reflect back neutral acknowledgement. I understand, or I see. You're not agreeing or disagreeing. You're just being a clear, undisturbed mirror. Remember, Musashi never lost a duel because he fought from a place of calm center, not emotional chaos. You have that same potential. Anger is a choice, and today you can choose differently. Master your inner world, and the outer world can never truly defeat you. Start practicing these principles today and discover what it means to have the unshakable spirit of a true warrior.